Hello and welcome back to the Android Forums YouTube channel. Once again, I'm your friendly neighborhood admin, Night Angel, coming to you with a plethora of cases for the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. Boy, that was a mouthful. As you can see here, we have 4 cases. I've spent at least a day in all of these, a couple of these more because I personally have a clear favorite, but we'll just go through each one right now. First up is the Spigen Liquid Air Armor Matte Black. I've always been a fan of Spigen and their products. I've gotten a lot of their cases, but always make a good product. Next up is a very plain Jane transparent Totallee case. It's called a thin, so this is the Totallee thin. Comes in 2 colors, matte black and transparent. Next up, we have the ultra thin MNML. That's MNML. And this is just the only case they offer, so it doesn't have a specific name. I went with matte black. There's a few colors. Looks like clear, frosted black, and frosted white. And then Samsung's offering just called the leather cover in gray, and it had a couple different colors, I believe. I'll clarify down below in the description box. All right, we'll leave price point till the end, but let's go over each one very quickly. First up is the Spigen Liquid Air Armor. Now, I got this off Amazon. I believe it was $10.99, and it is a very flexible, I wouldn't call it ultra light because a couple of the cases here definitely thinner, but we'll just pop it in real quick. That fast. Nice texture on it. Buttons are nice and easy to push. Not too raised. This fits in my pocket beautifully. It's a little bit slimmer than the cases I'm used to, even on slightly smaller phones. I'm coming from a Pixel 3 XL, and I have a thicker case than this, and I definitely prefer this. So that's the Spigen. Next up is the Totallee, which I believe I'm pronouncing right. And I went with the transparent because I got this nice blue color, which I believe is an exclusive to Best Buy and or Verizon, probably both. So I wanted to show off the color a little bit. Pops on like so. This is possibly a little bit slimmer than the Spigen case. Definitely less going on, but still nice and protective. Nice covering on it. When I sit it down, it feels good. There is still a slight ridge. I don't know if the camera will pick that up. Slight ridge around the camera bump to keep that off the table. Other than that, there's not much to it. Buttons feel nice. Easy to get to. And this is actually one of the most expensive. This is on Totallee's site for $35. I believe I found it cheaper on Amazon. However, I found a product code that got me $20 off. So I actually got this for around $14.99, and I'll pop that promo code on the screen and down in the description box below. But that was case 1284. Not sure if it's still valid, but it's a good chance it is. It's definitely worth trying. If not, I would suggest going to Amazon. Pop that off. Moving on to the MNML. And before we go to that, I just want to show you, this is the only one that came in a nice box. Had some instructions, which I thought were interesting, a sticker and a wipe. Didn't keep the box for any of these because they were the bare minimum. This is on their site for $27, and I found a $7 off coupon using promo code AA25. That may or may not still be valid. And this comes in matte black, which is what I got, clear, frosted black, and frosted white. And getting it in, snaps in like so. And this is by far the slimmest case I've ever used. I almost felt like I was going to break it when I put it on. I'm getting it off even, especially these small ridges there. so barely there. Like I struggle to see the point of it. It looks nice, and if you're a minimalist, this is the case for you. However, see, it goes on easier now that I've done it a few times. It doesn't even cover the camera bump. Now it does have ridges to where it keeps it off of any surface you may put it on, but it struck me as odd as it was so small it had to raise the edge around the camera bump. And I definitely felt a little bit more ginger using this because, as you can see, it's okay at all the corners except for where the camera's at. It's so small that it's still unbalanced when you put it down. Again, this is super slim. If I was going to go this slim, I'd probably end up doing something like a skin, like D-brand, which I've heard great things about. I've never gotten a skin from them, but it's still a good case for the money. It's just, it's not really enough protection for me. Last but not least, we have the Samsung leather cover gray case. Now this is the most expensive of the bunch, coming in at $49.99. Just launched, obviously, with the launch of the S20 line. No discount, so I paid 50 bucks for this. It is the nicest by far. Nice soft leather on the outside. Independent buttons, if that's the right way to say that. It's not just coverings, it's almost like it's their own buttons. And a nice suede interior. So it feels super soft when you put your phone in it. Looks nice. Perfect thickness. And the buttons, again, are nice and clicky. The problem I have with this case is it's so smooth. I feel like it was going to slip out of my hands a couple times. Just normal usage of the phone. Every once in a while it'll slip a little bit, and of course you overcompensate and almost drop it. And to be honest, I went naked on both screen protector and case for a long time on my phones. With my last phone, the Pixel 3 XL, the only reason I got a case is because of the finish of it. It felt like it was literally going to leap out of my hand and I was going to break it. So I got a case for nothing else other than some extra grip. So while this looks beautiful, it feels great in the hand, it is too slippery for me. But still, very premium, very high quality, and it looks nice. So here's all four cases. One more time, the Spigen, the Totallee Thin, the MNML, and the Samsung leather cover. I don't know how obvious I made it, but by far my favorite case is the Spigen. And I realize I've pronounced it differently about 3 different times, but Spigen, if anybody knows for sure, drop me a note in the comments. But this is the perfect thickness without making the phone bulky. This fits in my pocket the same as if the phone didn't have a case on it. It's got just enough grip that I don't feel like it's going to slip out of my hands or I'm going to drop it. And it's got the most protection probably out of all 3. The leather case feels like it probably protects it pretty well, but that's more about premium feel and quality. And to be honest, with how slippery it is, I got a better chance of dropping it in that one. This case is a close runner-up. It's way more flimsy. And flimsy is not fair to say. It feels like it's not going to fall apart or anything like that, but it's very flexible. Whereas this one, I feel like I'd break it. If I tried to flex it like that, it would break. I feel like I spend the least amount of time with this one, and that's because it just doesn't feel like it's any protection. I mean, I put my phone in a case. Maybe that sounded louder than it really was, but if I'm put my phone down on a table corner, kind of sliding it a little bit, or just kind of plopping it down like so, I don't feel like I'm in harm of scratching it. In this case, it might as well not be there. I mean, I guess it's going to protect it from scratches. I'm super careful with my phone, so I don't ever even use a screen protector. The only reason I'm using this one because it came installed from Samsung. It may be coming off sooner or later, but suffice it to say, I don't ever worry about scratches. I mean, it's almost like it's not even there. Maybe it gives mild protection, I'm sure. So that's why this one is my least favorite. This one feels nice. To be honest, it's gray leather, it's a blue phone. It kind of stands out, so I knew that going in, obviously, but I really wanted that blue color. So for my money, I'm switching between these 2 cases. And And right now, I'm going with the clear because I do love the blue color of the phone. There's the slightest bump around the camera bump in the case to protect it a little bit more. All right, everyone, that was a quick look at 4 separate cases for the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus. If you want to know about any other cases, drop us a line in the comments below or using the link in the description box, which will send you to the forums where we discuss and answer questions about anything you can think of, Android related, Samsung related, accessories, anything you can think of. Follow the link in the description box below, and we'll see you in the next one.